Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Hello, everybody.
We're excited to be back, everybody. Farmer Wants a Wife, season three here in the US. Brian and I love the show, love the community, and excited for a new season, for new farmers looking for their forever partners. Right off the bat, Brian, I thought they did a really good job with the opening episode. I felt like we met the major players as far as the ladies. They made a decent cut, getting us down, like I think you said, like the 20 women here with the four farmers. And frankly, I think the farmers are all pretty interesting. And frankly, Brian, don't take this the wrong way, but like they all seem pretty cool.
Yeah, they're both all like 30 being the oldest. Like I feel like some couple seasons we had like somebody like close to 40. So I think it's
Well, no, well, John's 35.
oh, he's 35. I had him at 25, but maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
John's 35, yeah, but still, he looks
Oh,
young.
whoops, my bad. Anyways, I don't think 35 is that old, but I feel like the
Yeah.
other seasons, like the one guy was like 40 something. And he was like dating younger girls, so I guess it gonna work. But yeah, and I will say like the people that did get eliminated, I think we saw a lot of people that like we always complain about people don't get screen time when they come on the show. So it was nice to see.
Brian, you're not wrong. So on this article, the same one we're both looking at the direct, it says John Sansom, 35, and then in his description it says tied for the youngest bachelor at 25 years old.
Yeah, because I took the ages off the TV, and I have
So
Matt
why would they?
30, Jay 25, John 25, Colton 27. Even this article has
Well,
you
shout
20.
out to the direct anyway, though, because we do have the cast name and list here, so they are helpful. But if any of you from the direct are watching, you got a typo.
Yeah, yeah. He looked good. I was like,
But
he looked good for 35.
well, let's start with John, right? We're just going to kind of run through the farmers and we'll run through the women that were or are still vying for John. Uh, we had Abby, Chloe, Claire, Kaylee, Lily, Lindsay, and honestly, this is why we're doing this, Samantha.
And
Uh,
Taylor at the end too.
oh yeah, sorry Taylor, but we're here for Samantha. Yeah, Samantha freaked me out, man. Samantha's not there for the right reason. Samantha had a little crazy eye to me. I just red flag alert.
Yeah, it was I think what do you call it? Aggressive flirting or hate flirting? Is that what he said? Is that what he the term he
Something
used?
like that. Yeah.
And I think that that's pretty spot on. I didn't even think about that until, but it makes a lot of sense. Like it's like a degrading, and I've seen it happen before. Like some people are like that. They just are like that's how they flirt, and it's weird because I know guys that do that.
Brian, run down the list here of who John went with. Shout out also to John because he's also going to law school. So
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like you said, off the top, I thought the guy's really interesting. Like seemed to be, and I thought his reasoning's really cool. Like he like wants to protect farmers, so it's nice to see that kind of stuff.
that
Like
dude's going to be the governor of
He's gonna be
Missouri.
John Dutton.
He's going to be John Dutton.
So he chose Lily, Chloe, Kaylee, Claire, and Samantha. So I thought the Samantha one was honestly like a producer plan.
So Abby, unfortunately, did not make it.
Hmm.
And then what was the other one? I guess it was
Abby, was it Abby, Claire,
Claire
and,
didn't make it.
and Lindsay? Lindsay was sad when she in her confessional when she
Yeah.
left. But when she was like, I'm gonna leave if he doesn't, or what did she say? She said something like,
She was mad.
she was mad, but like he picked her, and then like when she's like, "Oh, if he doesn't take me on the one-on-one, I'm leaving." I was like, he's definitely picking her.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's crazy sauce anyway, by the way. You cannot demand the first one-on-one right away.
Right.
This is bachelor behavior.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. Yeah, exactly.
I like him though. I do like
Yeah, I
him.
like him.
I'm rooting for him. Next one I want to talk about Jay Woods, also 25, Brian. He was the guy, he's from Alabama. He bought
Mhm.
back his grandparents' farmland that had been previously been sold. He used to play college football at Florida, apparently had
I
concussion
think it was
issues.
actually Michigan.
Oh, I thought he went to
It was a
Florida.
it was they were playing it was a Michigan Florida game, and I'm pretty sure
Oh,
it was
okay. So he went to
Michigan.
Michigan, which is still dope.
Yeah.
Um, big time schools, but obviously, unfortunately, concussion
Yep.
problems led to him not being able to continue his playing career. But it's still a cool story to be able to go and buy back the family farm and at least not saying obviously concussion issues are a big deal and hopefully it doesn't rear back up in his future, but it's nice that his shoulders or legs or elbows that nothing are jacked up where he can actually at least do his work because he's like a cattle farmer, dude. So
Yeah,
that's pretty intense.
for sure. Yeah, the concussions are definitely serious, and if you don't know, he didn't really say how many he had. He just
Yeah.
kind of explained one of the incidents, but yeah, that's definitely a big thing. But hey, man, I want to say this off the top. One of the girls he chose, Grace, really reminds me of Serena P from Bachelor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I get like she looks like Serena P. That's
Brian,
Commercial Joe's girl, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Run down who he went with.
So he chose Tiana, I think is how you say your name. Just gonna check it real quick. Yep, Tiana, Vivian Lee, Karina, Grace, and Julia, and he chose Grace as his like one-on-one. So that means
So,
we lost Jackie
Natalie.
and yeah, Natalie and Kaylee, Kaylee, we lost, yeah, and Kaylee.
Yeah, Kaylee Hain. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, Natalie was the one who was afraid of bugs.
That's very funny.
Those speed dates, man, you know who's not making it based off conversations.
I mean, the Julia stuff is obvious, like comedy. Never been on a farm. I'm not shoveling crap. Like they'll have her for a couple episodes. We'll get like the Green Acres fun stuff, and then she'll dip,
That was
or
the
at least
she gave him the picture, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's great.
When he's like, I
Love
thought
her.
this was a family show. That made me laugh.
Dude, she's great, dude. She's
Yeah.
so funny. Um, Scrolling up, I want to go to our next gentleman, our next lucky gentleman, Colton Hendricks. He's a third generation Arkansas cattle rancher and a horse trainer. Pretty cool. Was he the one who had the son?
Yep.
Yeah, 2-year-old boy. Brian, who's were his women that he chose?
So he chose Taylor, Bailey, Keely, Zoe, and Hope. So that means we lost
Cassandra.
Cassandra, Mackenzie, who I thought he was gonna pick.
Mackenzie
We
was
saw a lot of
heavily
Mackenzie.
featured.
Yeah.
Nice editing trick there. Nice little misdirection for the audience.
And Rebecca Fox. That's her last name.
They literally, yeah, he had a lot of blondes in his group, so he did trim 2 blondes, but now a little bit more of a variety, I guess you would say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I thought Bailey was one of the was somebody that was catching my eye, and like he already planned one on her.
I- Dude knows what he wants. Dude knows what he wants, Brian.
Mhm.
Okay, so should I have one more, right,
Matt.
Brian?
Yeah, we're going
Yep,
to Matt.
yep. I'm gonna scroll down to his.
So he was the older one.
Yep, I'm gonna go
And
underneath
he's
the
the
job.
he's got an interesting story, like how he just like picked up farming because he doesn't look like a farmer. He looks like
Yeah,
a bum.
I've been he's from Morro Bay, California. I've been, funny enough, Brian, I've been to Morro Bay,
Okay.
California. That's in it's in Ventura County. Yeah, it's Ventura County. It was one of the 3 counties I was working in Southern California, those couple jobs. And
Okay.
it's just like a normal, like little kind of industrial little town, but like it's in California and you kind of go near the water. Everything's near the water, right? But it's like industrial park. So it is very interesting to see that
Okay.
he's out there now because of the sister-in-law's family having that tragedy of like the passing of the mother and father. He
Yeah.
wanted to just drop everything from it was in Texas
Hmm.
and went out there. Like it's pretty crazy.
Right. And I think it was kind of cool that he's like an avocado farmer and like exotic.
Exotic fruit.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. So I'm interested to see like what actually
It's a cool,
he's got.
apparently avocado farming's really hard too. So like I am actually interested in seeing just if we can learn a little bit about that. Bri, give us the
I
women.
hope so. So he ended up choosing Alex, Jordan. So there's two Jordans here. So Jordan with a Y he chose. Um, what was her name? God, my handwriting's terrible. Hallie, is that how you say your name? Halleh?
Yeah.
Halla? Halla? Rachel and Chelsea. So that means he got rid of Christine and Jordan with an A. like
Yep.
Jordan Jordan, and Olivia.
Like I said, Brian, I thought it was a good intro. I like everyone so far. I'm interested to see the variety of the farms and the guys. Like you said, it seems like everyone here is looking for the right thing. So far, so good. I don't have see any guys that I can automatically disqualify, like we said, based off age or family
Yeah.
situation. So
Yeah, and it's tough. I think in this show especially, man, in the first episode, they're really cramming in a lot of stuff and
there's
out.
a lot of stuff.
I mean,
I'm
you got
looking
32
forward to it.
girls, four guys, and like you said, the speed dating is like sometimes you're seeing people for an instant. So like, I know we don't have a ton to talk about here, but I mean, it's just like the vibe. Like, what is there really to the vibes are just like there's one person who stuck out.
We'll get to the farms, right? Let's get to the
Yeah.
farms. We'll get to see them all in their element. We'll get to actually know these ladies and we'll
Mhm.
actually really get to dig into them. And frankly, the show always does a really good job, I think, of making us relatively emotionally invested in the women by the time they go, once we get to know them. So,
Yeah.
shout out to the ladies who their journey ended this first week. Hopefully they had a good time. I'm hoping that it wasn't like a bad experience for any of them. But
Mackenzie was like, I don't want to do a conventional.
yeah, I mean, look, in the moment, I'm sure like it can feel like that. But like I said,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that now, if any of you guys are watching, I know like when we share these in the groups, we do end up coming across some cast members. You ever want to come talk about your experience on the show? Comment, let
Definitely.
us know.
Definitely.
Always open. You can see we
Right.
did a few interviews last season with a couple of the farmers as well. So,
And the
you know,
girls. Like we talked
yeah,
to
you're
so
right.
yeah.
We'll reach out to our friends at Fox again, Brian, and we'll see if we can strum up some talks. But
Yeah.
make sure you're subscribed. Check us out here on TikTok as well, Instagram, Twitter, and we did start a Discord channel. So if you want to come and join the official online community, talk about this show, talk about other shows with other reality TV fans, comment below, and we'll find a way to get in touch with you. And like I said, the first like 50 so people we're probably just gonna let in. I'm just gonna let people in as long as you're not like some like hacker. But maybe I won't even know. If you're a friendly catfish, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like we just happy medium here. We don't judge. Again, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all the reality guys. We love you guys. Looking forward to the season. Have a great night.